There you go.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, my good sir.
There you go.
Thank you very much. Okay, sound check should be good.
Everything is good.
Das ist gut, ja?
Ja.
Also forward it into the trade room chat, you know, because everybody asking it.
And this is
It is the magical. Still don't know how to lower the delay between the stream and everything.
I would say 15 to 20 seconds, something like this.
Oh, can you do it even lower? Can you do like 5 seconds or something, you know?
I don't think so.
Ah, they don't allow that,
Because
that's it.
there is a way to increase the delay, but
Yeah, but
I
we
don't
are,
know.
you know, we're not playing games here, so delay would be.
Yes, that's good.
Let's wait for people to join then, yep. While I play with my trusty old poker chips. People usually always love when I play with poker chips.
You play poker right now?
Nah, I'm saying I'm playing with poker chips, you know, because I got actual physical chips here.
Hello, Gordon.
Oh,
Fine.
it's Gordon. He's back. The myth, the legend is back, guys. Well, I myself am doing pretty fine. I mean, there's a sunny day outside, and pretty much every neighbor next to me is lawn mowing outside, so I'm not sure if you guys can hear that. Hopefully not. It's too hot to have the windows closed, though. Unless if I want to, you know, turn on the air conditioning, but
Is it that hot?
I mean, it's
Right
like
now?
25 degrees outside, man.
Ah, okay. Here is a bit less than 20. It's okay. 25 degrees.
Wait,
It's
let me see.
summer
Let me check my phone.
already.
What? It's only 18 degrees, but it feels so hot. What? It feels so hot. I don't understand how does this work.
Okay, 12 people now.
Oh yes,
Yes,
Gordon.
obviously, Gordon. Obviously.
I wasn't expecting anything less but to get that question, you know, because people are still so confused when it comes to oil. Even though I said it in the chat a couple of times already, and even Hendo, I think Hendo talked about it. So obviously, guys, if you're trying to ask some questions, you could post the questions into YouTube chat. We will try to answer them to the best of our abilities, right? Live for you today, because we are essentially stuck in quarantine, so we got nothing better to do at the moment as well. So we can devote our full time to trading. And I mean, we did pretty good, right? I mean, that's your Algos to poor. Oh no, I mean no, we're not doing Algos. I mean those Algos are totally in the Hando's hands. He manages those. We just do, you know, manual trading as we always did, right?
Manual price action trading.
Manual price action trading. Yep, couldn't say it better myself. Well, I guess since oil is the hottest topic, maybe we should talk about it. Okay.
Yeah, we can start.
So I've seen it plenty of times, guys. You know, everybody was posting manipulation today because this happened, right? So what actually happened is you have these contracts. You have multiple contracts for oil, right? Named CL. Oops, sorry. CL. CC. Crude oil futures, right? And we had crude oil futures 1, which is today is obviously a new contract because the previous one, the one from last night, which actually went into 40 bucks minus, expired last night, right? So as it expired last night, it was replaced by the crude oil contract 2, second contract of futures, right? As you can see as well, it was replaced by this. This is why this gap kind of managed, right? Because everything moved to the left, right? Now, essentially speaking, this wasn't manipulation or anything else. It's just people with these contracts, you could actually claim a barrel of oil if you didn't manage to sell it, right? You could actually do it, but you obviously would have to have some more papers to do that. And obviously nobody wants that right now, because not only you're probably not going to be able to claim it unless you're like from USA or something, and the second thing is you probably have nowhere to store it, or it's going to cost you a lot to store it. So essentially everybody thought these contracts were useless, right? That's why they kept selling. And the point is, they halted trading. You know, as soon as they halted trading, there were no orders, no buy orders, so it just went down, and that's why it went to -40, right? So as I was saying, today we probably had the most sure short of our lives, right? Well, I'm gonna say that on oil, right? I took one short on oil today. I think it was like up here or something. So yeah. It was the most sure short of your entire lives. Probably will never find a trade like this ever again in your life, right? The point is, because last night, even though people kind of showed you what they think of the value of the oil, right? So they think the value of the oil, of actual oil, is actually close to zero right now, right? So that being replaced by the next contract today, I immediately knew that, you know, since people kind of show us the direction of oil last night so clearly on that contract, it's gonna follow again today. And it did follow greatly, right? And it actually didn't show here as well as much as it did show on IC markets, where it actually dipped all the way down to $5. I was clicking like crazy to sell the short. And then it kind of rebounds back to like $10 or something like that, right? So yeah, it was pretty crazy today. These opportunities like this, they probably happen twice in a lifetime. I wouldn't say it happens anything more, right? Because everybody today knew the direction where it's gonna go, right? It's just it's just, you know, one of these plays that just happen like once every full moon, I guess. I mean, not even full moon. So yeah, there was no manipulation or nothing, anything. People just showed you the actual, what they think the actual value of oil is, and then it got replaced by the next contract, and now oil is about $14, right, for the next future contracts, which is like, well, again, it's future. And this one, I think I'm not sure when it expires, maybe in June or something, right? So yeah, there's nothing special there, right? So the long future for the oil right now is, you know, it still probably has room to go down. I don't even know if we check weekly here. Oh yeah, it went. So that was actually, let me see. Oops. Did it actually reach? Oh yeah, see, this was the long spot. That's what I'm saying. This was the long spot for the oil, which is exactly where I sell the short on. But then there it went to like $5. But if I was doing it on this chart, that was directly where I sold it, and it was actually right here. This is the sell spot. Boom, right? It was hit perfectly. As I said, hit perfectly. Definitely a good long spot and a good short selling spot, right? Right now we'll see if this is gonna hang on, or it's gonna probably revisit like $13 again. Maybe it's gonna revisit like here, and then we'll see if it's something like this will form, right? And then possibly smash along here after it gains above this, right? We'll see how that happens in the future. We can't do so much with the little price action we have right now. We don't have anything much more to say, right? So I guess on to Bitcoin, right? On to Bitcoin, we started off pretty great, I guess. We started out pretty great. I think our long was filled last night, right? Or not? It was filled right here.
Yeah.
It was filled beautifully on 6,750, if I remember correctly. Was our price 650, something like this, yeah. Where I can't even remember the stop loss was. Well, it's here, or no, it was actually here, yeah. Okay, so we've moved the profit target down. Obviously, the stop, we now moved it to profit to under here, right? The stop was moved. We can move the stop to like here, exactly, yeah. So we are almost break even, and now we moved the first profit target to 6,960, right? which sadly, shit, I can't believe it. We actually got missed for a little bit, right? But it's still, we still can win this. We still can win this on the lower time frames. It is looking like accumulation yet, so we haven't lost this trade yet, but we'll see what happens, right? It doesn't matter right now since our break even is almost on the point. So even though if it goes down we lose just a little bit of money, it's not nothing. We shouldn't lost more than 0.1% if this trade goes against us, right? So 0.1% is pretty much nothing, right? But if it goes up we make a lot more, right? So it's a no-brainer risk at the moment, right? Risk that we're willing to take. If that happens, I think you also called one short from here, right? I think you did, right, Arnold?
Yep.
Okay, so this thing is going to be really aggressive, right? And it for that's the reason it's also, you know, it's kind of a risky one. But if this one fails, we will go for another one at probably above here. And if this one fails, we will play one higher time frame one. Because this is already has been tested, right? Then we will go for the for this area of short. This is probably the main play we have to pull. If it comes up here, we have to pull this short. It's like almost a no-brainer again, right? High time frame speaking on Bitcoin, definitely a bearish move that we rejected this, but we still held the important area that we had out here. It's not so great visible on daily, as you can see on 4 hourly it's way more visible, right? We still held this area, which was a really important area. So right now we can still do a deep retest up here. That's why I still think this short is possible, right? The only thing is, yes, the move, I would normally call this moves very bearish, like this. Rejecting this high again, just again, you know, after doing this already. Where's my tool? So after doing, oh yeah, so this was bearish continuation, right? After doing this, coming back here, it was unorthodox to even go touch this after this low already. It's unorthodox, right? But to even reject it again and go now down here, even though we lasted this main area, I still gotta call these moves are bearish. So right now BTC doesn't have long to stay. So in best case scenario, BTC can probably push to this and then it will die. So right now the downside is much higher than the upside. I'm gonna call that, right? But of course, again, that's just a prediction, right? We will have to see more price action. But I'm saying this action doesn't show strength in Bitcoin at all. And though that we already lost some levels and then we managed to rebound, it's definitely extraordinary. But can we do it twice in a row after failing again to gain above this? That seems just far-fetched to me. Really far-fetched. I would really, like, even the market makers will really need a lot of money to push it above this right now. I mean, really need a lot of money to push it here. So yeah, I mean, definitely they can fake out, grab all the stops here. Then not a lot of people will short this because everybody will short this. And then you just do it something like this, right? That would be pretty much a great move to fill a lot of shorts in. But right now I'm thinking that it's gonna be really expensive for them to push it past this point, right? Considering how they play this, right? I mean, definitely looks a lot more bearish than it should, right? So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what they're going to do, right? I'm not really sure. So as a retrospect speaking, like we said, we had this long. Hopefully at least this is gonna be hit. Then we can follow Arnold short, but beware, this one is really aggressive. If you don't want to follow this one, you can follow these ones. These ones are gonna be less aggressive. This one is like a must take. This one is optional, but this one is a must take. This one we have to take it 24/7. Pretty much every time it touches up here, we gotta take it. This is sure like. So idea behind this long that we took it right here. Regarding this being a main level, right? We kind of went for this play again. Let me go on high time frames. It's the same shit as this, right? You tested the bottom of the level, then you did this, right? You came down, you bit bearish rejection, and then you just went higher, right? So hopefully now we're doing again the same thing. We'll see what happens, right? If this long fails, I was thinking of taking this long as well, but then I kind of feel far-fetched if this is gonna last 3 times. But I guess at the end of the day we should take this long as well, Varno, don't you think? I mean,
I think, yeah.
the problem is, you know, the only problem this long is the stop loss, right? The stop loss is fucking fat because SFP that we created is $150. So actually thinking I'm not gonna knife catch this long, you know. So what I'm gonna wait for it is I'm gonna wait for it to go down. You know, I'm gonna wait for it, and then hopefully if it goes like something like this, I'm gonna be able to long it here before it moves up, right? if that
Yeah.
would have happened. I'm not gonna go for this because this SFP is just too far, right? If I put it under this one, then I can risk of getting stopped out, or under this one, risk
Yeah.
of getting stopped out, right? So there's no point for me to knife catch. Oops, there's no point for me to knife catch at this point, right? So I'm not gonna even go for that. So that's pretty much a play for Bitcoin, right? I don't see anything else possible at the moment with this chart, right? Obviously, if it goes under this, already, I think I already showed a graph. We're gonna short this and we're gonna short this, right? Which are two bottoms created before the move up, right? So we're going to definitely short these two and see what happens here, right? So yeah, that would pretty much be for Bitcoin. Let's see Ethereum. Ethereum, we had a nice short here. Went down, pretty much did the same thing as BTC. You know, it attacks the bottom of the move up and then it goes above it, which it shouldn't really, but it should do it maximum in this position. It should reject here, right, or even lower here and then just go under lower. But even BTC and Ethereum are persistent when it comes to this crap, right? Let's see Ethereum BTC chart. Okay, so this one was pretty nice, long, ended up, but it sadly never got filled here. We got missed by a little bit. Let's see. Okay, so now it's rejecting. Touche, because actually if this was the short, we actually it went to the bottom of the box. Would be nicer if we went a little bit higher here and then rejected it. Wouldn't be that bad. But this would have turned out like a great trade. It was fulfilled. It was just sadly it didn't happen. Sadly it didn't happen. Let's go back to Ethereum. Let's see what else we got here. Technically speaking, they front ran this level. That's sad. But right now this is a short level. If it ever comes up there, this is our short level, right? We're not gonna find we're not gonna look for longs on Ethereum because we already got everything on BTC. So, but if Ethereum comes up here, definitely gonna take the short. I don't really trade that much Ethereum because Ethereum is still far behind BTC. You can see that, like, comparing to this, it's far behind it, right? Yep. So it is quite far behind. We definitely have a short on Link. I'm not sure if that one is getting hit. Oh man, it came close. We still have chances for this. If it holds this area, we can still hit this short. And maybe this one as well. We'll see what happens. Definitely looks like a good one. We'll wait it. We'll wait for it, right? Then we also had, I'm not sure, did we have this one? I'm not sure. Then we also had this long, right? So right now, if the problem with this long is if the BTC is gonna hold, then this long will hold as well, right? If BTC is not gonna hold, then this long is not gonna work as well. USDT contracts, the beauty of USDT contracts, everything flows with BTC, so you can't really have anything. You can't really do anything if you think about it, you know? It's just, you can just sit and wait and see what happens, right? So these are the contracts that we have applied in the competition. Okay, so basically pretty much the same sheet as we just took on ETC. Oh, Adam is not in the, if I remember correctly, Adam is not in competition, right, Arnold?
What?
Adam in competition, or is it
Atom,
not?
it is on competition.
It is?
Isn't. Yeah.
It isn't. Oh, okay.
Algo is not. Atom is.
Oh,
is.
Algo is not. Okay, I throw that one out. So, you see, it's really hard to trade such things, right? Because right now,
It's exact same shot.
yeah, exactly, right? This one we didn't call out because we had other shit, and this is the problem, right? Because sometimes, look at this. Look at how this one overreacted compared to this one, right? Look, see? Like BTH, Bitcoin Cash came all the way down here while Atom stayed up here, right? So now sometimes you need a crystal ball because you don't know which alt is gonna overreact for you to fill your long, and then it kind of goes, right? And right now it's just sad, right? This one missed our stop just for a little bit and then it overreacted again, right? But then you look at ADA, right? This one, it tweaked so hard, but then you look at ADA, you know, it tweaked into shit, right? It's just so sad. Okay, Bitcoin we called. Dash, can we do something at Dash? Problem is everything is hanging on such a low thread, man. Everything is hanging on such a low thread. It is so hard to take, like, you know, to take any trade at all, because right now if I have two of the same trades, why would I take the third one? Oh yeah, this one we exited already. I remember we cancelled IOS. So guys, if you have any questions, please do post them, you know, because there's not much stuff to talk about when I'm looking at the same charts all day long, right? Uh, Litecoin, man, it's just everything looks like the same piece of crap. I really don't see, like, if I took the long here again, you know, it's like me pushing the system as we already have two longs in the same direction. You see, like Kutum, right? I mean, Kutum we said needs to hold this area, it did hold it. Ontology, it held this area, it went higher, right? This one we actually caught it, had the first profit target, right? This one it didn't feel us, if I remember correctly. Yeah, never filled us. Okay, this one is still probably possible. This one is still possible, to be honest. This one we can still play. I think it's still called out, yeah, so this one is still possible.
Yeah, it's still going on this
Yeah.
area.
This one, this one was just nasty. Look at that, Arno. This one was just nasty. Look at how close the first buy came, right? Didn't feel us, and then immediately first profit target. Again, like I said, holds this area, we're going higher, and it did, right? I mean, XRP, you know, again, some people want to take this XRP. I'm gonna say it's the same thing as if you took it Ethereum, right? Classic, right? If you wanna take it, I would take it here, right? But the thing is, it's the same damn thing than this, right? That we just took it, same damn thing. So if you wanna take it, you can take it here, but you know, don't cry if you're gonna have too much risk into one direction, right? This one we actually had it filled here, like right here, and then it immediately came to TP. And again, sometimes, you know, this one, sometimes they overreact, sometimes they don't, right? This one as well, look at that, man. Now, see, this one was beautiful or not? And again, we didn't post it because we took VET or something like that. Jesus Christ.
Right?
Yeah.
We were too exposed, so...
Yeah, exactly, but look at that. Perfectly filled, instantly, third profit target. Very beautiful, right? Actually, we could... Actually, we said after it goes above this that we are gonna long this area, right? So actually we could call a trade here.
Smash market or what?
In this case, yep, it's gonna be more in this box, like always. We move stop loss under this for safety. But again, if BTC is gonna last, it's gonna win. If not, we wrecked. Okay, so but you know, some people are itching for trades, so I'll give them trades so they don't eat me alive. Okay, so this is gonna be my first profit target. Let me see the left side. Let's definitely gotta go for this already. Gotta front trend this. Second profit target. Do we dare to aim that high? Do we dare to aim above this? I think that's crazy, don't you think? To aim above this.
Yeah, but it's the third profit target, so we can...
Fine, okay, third profit target, yeah, but we're probably gonna close it before it gets there, because I don't think it's gonna get there, yeah. Okay. Okay, so this one I will send you a picture in, you can call this one in. Wait, let me just tag you this as well. Different lines that you know my entry. I forgot to do that in the last time. And you can see them.
Didn't do it the other, yeah. Okay.
You can call this one. You can call this one out. Yep.
Wide after the screen, the stream, yeah.
Yep. Okay.
We still have VeChain, so Sol and VeChain.
Yeah, it's gonna be like the first buy is like market right, and then you have 1 year and 1 year. Yeah, so we'll see. Again, it depends on BTC, right? It depends. If it's gonna BTC Moon now, then maybe we should call it right now, because then it's gonna be too late after the call. Okay, so this one. Okay, so we got. Come on, guys, we got no questions or what on YouTube chat. Come on, post some questions. So Arnold, you got some news? Have you found some news? Do we have anything interesting?
The watching's a bit, it's white paper, you know, but I didn't read it.
Oh, you didn't read the white paper? Oh, so the Facebook. The Facebook.
Probably make an article channel, you know, tomorrow or Thursday, because it's definitely something interesting.
So the thing is, with white paper, like you said, from Facebook, you know, the problem is they were met heavy with the governments. Governments shut down Facebook without going quite hard. So I don't even know if I would want to mess with them at this point, right? It's definitely not. It's definitely something I would not want to mess with them, right? Because one single news, the government said something against your coin, and your coin is gonna go out here from the chat. I mean, from the crypto. Let's actually check BNB BTC, right? I mean, we don't only have to check USDT charts, which are all the same. Bam! Let's see what's happening here. Oh, great! That's actually great.
Yeah, if you guys have question about altcoin against BTC,
Yeah.
please go ahead.
So this was
Go
a
ahead.
nice rejection area, but I would still place a little long here. What do you think for like a little reaction? Bam.
Yep.
But this one is not for competition. This one reacted quite nicely. I love how the how reacted. Oh, and profit target's actually perfect in a sense. Yep, perfect profit target. And maybe we can aim for the second profit target, the last one, if it's gonna go higher. But this was actually a great short, which sadly didn't happen in USDT contract, as then I would call this one. But this is actually a really great short. It's something like I'm looking at Link to short it again on the similar spot it is, but this is actually a pretty nice trade. So this one,
Yeah, but we can call that on signals.
oh yeah, okay. So I'll send it to you. You can do it as well. Here you go. Pretty nice trade. Box. Okay, box is sold in the area that we set, and now it's gonna go higher if it's sold in the area. So there's one more that we did we are or bullish or bearish? Oh, we are still bearish for the moment. Bitcoin wise, we're still bearish at the moment. You know, even though we are long, we're still bearish. We have to be for this moment. Unless it goes above this, then we're bullish. So yes, we are still bearish. To answer your question. Let me see. Beam. Wait, there was one more coin that we talked so much about. I can't remember. Was it XTZ?
It was
Tezos? Look at Tezos bounce, man. That was beautiful. That was a beautiful trade.
someone asked me
Oh,
in the
yeah?
chat to take a look at Link.
Link?
Morning.
Ah, Link. Okay, which one? Link BTC, I suppose, because we already checked Link
It's
USDT.
BTC, the mighty Link.
Okay, the mighty Link. What happened here? Okay, so Link definitely doesn't like us. It doesn't feel us, right? So we had a trade here that it filled it, and we moved. I think we had a trade here. This one wasn't filled. This one wasn't filled at all as well. It always missed us for a little bit. So, let's see what happened here. So basically, we rejected the pre-high. Well, what you want to see now, before you go down, right? You don't want to see go down now. You just want to break this. Just want to break this, because then it could be bullish, right? Yeah, I wouldn't want to go down there anywhere. But shit, you know, losing all these levels all the way down here, closing under this and this being bullish, damn, that's hard
What
to
is
see.
the volume of transaction?
Sorry?
What is the volume?
Oh, the volume? Wait, then I need to add indicators, because I guess apparently I need... Oh yeah, the volume is going down, so that could be one indicator that's gonna be... I mean, you essentially could even short it. Like, we are shorting it up here on the USDT, right? We are doing it, right? But if it breaks this, then it's gonna be bullish, right? But the probability is, look at this drop, right? I don't see it being bullish right now. I mean, that would be crazy, right? Like we lost like more than half a chart, right? So being bullish from here, like that was a more 40% retrace, right? Jesus Christ! And we already went under this low that we created before. So being bullish here is really hard, right? So I would definitely still go for short up here if I had a chance. That's why we are doing that on USDT as well, right? I mean USDT pair of Link on the competition, right? Let's see if that one gets hit. Wow, this one looks weird as hell as well. Well, that goes to say that this is gonna be lost support pretty soon with this price action. We're gonna go under, and then we're gonna go hit something here like this. Yeah, maybe this is gonna be next. Or maybe lower, we'll see. There was one more coin that we talked so much about, and I can't really put my finger on it. Was it ZRX? XLAM, nope.
It wasn't Tomo?
No, I checked Tomo already, but it's not nothing special, you know. The Tomo was, because Tomo pumped so much, but there's one more shitcoin. There's one more. Loom, maybe?
Loom as well.
Ah, so Loom didn't hold the area, it went lower, yep. As expected.
Goodbye, Loom.
Goodbye Loom now, and now it has good chances of going lower, yeah. Maybe I don't have it saved under the green list. Maybe it's just like this. Khabar. I think we talked about this one, right? Everything looks so similar. I mean, everything volume is so low, and every single coin. It's just long term just going down, you know. It's just so sad to see this also. I mean, we used to trade them so much, and now also just, you know, it's just everything is, it's even faked, you know. Even this low volume is faked, you know. That's what kind of makes it even sadder. Without market makers, these alts would die already. Like, look at this alts. Look at the state of this chart. Look at this. This is the ugly. Like, this is so ugly, man. You know, this is basically what charts are of these altcoins. You know, they're ugly as hell, right? You can see that shit was going on this. And this low Satoshi coins definitely like.
More barcode than anything.
Let's see HOT. Oh my gosh, look at HOT. Do you remember how HOT was so? Jesus Christ, looks bad as shit. HOT at the new. Well, I guess they built their then sex dungeon and now they're, you know.
Yeah.
Bro, some analysis for BTCUSD. We already did that, Talha. We already did that, man. We already said for BTC that we are long and then we're waiting for short, or that we're waiting for not long, depends on which direction it's gonna go, right? I mean, right now let's see, are we gonna win this trade, are we gonna lose this trade, what's going on with this? Oh shit, or not, doesn't look hot, man, doesn't look hot. Too bad, man, we missed our profit target here, but still, I mean, we still have chances to win. It just has to hold the Bitcoin, hold the line.
If it
Yeah,
hold three short possibility, and if it doesn't hold, we smash along from lower, right?
Yeah, then like I said, we could essentially smash along here, but we are not gonna go for the knife catch, and it's not holding. God damn it, it's not holding. Well, I guess we're gonna be stop break even on this one if this is not gonna hold. Fuck it. Hey guys, manipulation strong now. I mean, well, every time, I mean, after the $2.5 billion liquidation of BitMEX, the Bitcoin hasn't been the same. With these sort of movements, Bitcoin hasn't been the same, because if you even zoom out like this and you check the left side of the chart, you never saw anything like this. Because Bitcoin back in the day, it moved like this, right? This was the Bitcoin movement. You went like sideways, you moved, right? You went sideways, you moved, right? You went sideways, you moved, right? Or you went sideways, you dumped, right? Mooned, dumped, right? But now look at it, right? Now we're not mooning, we're not dumping, we are like going sideways, we do a little moon, right? But it goes sideways and then we just go sideways and little up and little down. It just looks weird, right? Compared to the history, Bitcoin right now chart looks really weird, and you know. And the problem is, you know, this was real volume, this is fake volume. Like, probably real volume is like half of this, or probably not even half of this, like, because the market cap is like 3 or 4 times as small as it was here, and the volume is the same, almost the same, right? But it's most of the volume is fake, so yeah, manipulation right now is definitely in effect as well.
It reminds me of the volume when we were at 3,000, you know? Just
Yeah,
right there.
but the problem is, you know, this was real volume, because nobody knew for market makers back there, right? I mean, okay, they knew about here, right? But the thing is, it was so much real, right? Because now we can't call this real. I showed the last time when you go on CoinMarketCap.
The real volume now is maybe comparable to the real volume back there.
Yeah,
you know?
because right now, if
because the fake volume, the total volume now is higher, so the real is comparable, you know?
Yeah, so look at this. See, this was all real, like very 3K, right? You can see this was real volume, right? And then market makers start going in, right? Because this is like, I'm gonna say there's a lot of real volume here, but still again you can see market makers. But right now, right down here, look at the height of the volume here, where we're down here, right? This is obviously faked, right? Because even if you look at these rankings, right, crypto exchanges, right? I mean, I have never heard of these exchanges. Like, I swear I've never, like, look at this volume on this exchange, I've never heard of this shit. Like, Bilex, like, I know Bilex, and I know that's a shit small exchange. There's no way they have 2.5 billion of volume. Like, there's no way. Coinbase, Forgery, what the fuck, Paybito, what is
more
that?
Than Binance, it's
Okay, Binance. So the first exchange I know from this list, right? It's Binance, and it has 1.5 billion, right? And everybody trades on Binance, right? And Binance is somehow 17th, right? And then again, I have no idea what is. Okay, B-Box I know, but I thought B-Box is dead. I mean, we used to trade on B-Box, but right today nobody trades there. Or OKEX, we used to trade there, but today it's dead, right? So there's no way they have 1.5 billion or 1.3 billion. There's no way, right? And then again, I don't know any of these exchanges, like anything. Like what is that? X stock, X. How are they bringing in 800 millions of volume, right? That's bullshit, right? Like I can't even see. Where is even Bittrex? Like back in the day, look. Okay, so this is realistic. See, Bittrex. Like back in my day, everybody went on Bittrex. Like there was everybody went to Bittrex, right? You can even see it's launched in 2004, and they have only 23 million volume. See, Bittrex is doing real volume. I would say that's true. That it's true that there's 23 million volume, right? And this is realistic, right? Or Gemini, this is realistic. 28 millions, right? This is realistic, right? I mean, you know how big exchange of Gemini is, right? I mean, it's like one of the biggest, right? So these two are realistic. When you see this, that's the real volume, and then you scroll all the way up, and I don't even think these guys have 10 millions of volume. I don't even think these guys have 10 millions of real volume, right? It's just so sad when you see this fake shit. Did the halving could be a strong factor? Yeah, I already talked a lot about this halving, right? I mean, the thing is, everybody knows the halving is coming. Everybody, and my grandma and my grandpa, everybody knows the halving is coming. Every newsletter covered that halving is coming, so I don't think halving is gonna be such a strong factor, no. Because just too many people know about it. Just too many people. Too many people know about halving, right? I mean, wouldn't you agree, Arnold? I mean, everybody knows about it, right?
Yep, obviously, and if everybody is aware, that's probably already priced in.
Exactly. So what I expect for halving, move, Joof. That's what I expected, because everybody who's gonna be first a little bit pump, and then everybody's gonna be sell, halving, sell, blah, and it's gonna dump. Just too many people know about halving. Too many people. And that's never a good thing when too many people are focusing on one thing in markets, you know. It's never a good thing. Usually quite opposite happens than everybody else expects, right? Well guys, if you guys have no more new questions, then I guess we will be wrapping this up, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we did good so far in competition. We are up like 40 grand or something like that, right? Arno?
I have to check that.
I mean, you said one guy didn't trade, but you said one guy took like a random trade or something, and he lost like 20 grand. So that was, so that
yeah.
crippled us. That crippled us a lot. I have no idea why somebody would enter a competition and then just do its own trade and then fuck everything off. The stats for everybody else, but okay. We're still up quite considerably compared to, like, you know, 20 Gs. It's still a lot of percentages, and I'm happy as long as I make 3 to 5%. That's good enough for me, right? That's
Yeah,
good
for
enough.
now we are at 22.4 grand.
Oh, Milbril. Milbril has a noob question. Okay, fire it up, Milbril. We have time for one more question and then we can wrap this one up. But you better type it fast, Milbril.
Yeah, you gotta let the delay, you know?
Yeah. As I am... What? What is NVA?
New.
Ah, okay.
New.
Oh,
It's,
okay, sorry. Yeah. What is the... What is the best way to set up a trade with proper TPs and stops? Well, that depends on the where you took the trade. If we're talking Binance, then obviously the best way is to use stop limit, stop market, yeah,
Yep.
stop market, and limit order for the trade, right? Because obviously you don't want to be market smashing a trade. That's the worst thing you can do, right? That's the worst thing you can do to market smash a trade. That's never a good. I mean, any trade that's been market smash is almost never a good trade, right? Unless it's in the area that you kind of thought you're gonna have to take, right? I mean, that you want to take. So in this case, our Zcash, right, is, or ZEC, or what the fuck it is, right, is in that area. So we're gonna have to market smash it, right? But yeah, essentially speaking, use limit orders and use stop markets, right? Because stop markets have to be used because of the liquidity in crypto. You don't want to get wicked out, right? Or what I mean,
You don't want to be executed, but when it comes to a stop loss.
Yeah, because it's super easy lately to get slipped on crypto. It's super easy to get slipped, so it's quite dangerous. Yeah. So that's how would I do it, right? The TPs, well, the TPs you can't just learn it like that. It's not simple, bro. Like you gotta study the shit if you want to get if you want to find good TPs and good stops, right? Luckily we call those out in the channel, so if you follow us, you should be fine, right? Well,
Yep.
I guess this is all we have time for today. Join us again next week. We'll try to do a little bit more analysis again. I hope charts will move a little bit more violently, so we can do a little bit larger analysis, right? Because right now we're still waiting what's gonna happen. And yeah, thank you for joining us, guys, right?
See you next week, same time here.
Same time, yeah, same day, same time, same
See you, take care of
same
you.
quarantine.
Yes, same quarantine.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Take
Same
care.
lockdown. Take care of you.
Take
and your
care.
family, guys.
Bye, guys.